Hey guys, it's Corey here. Just thought I'd do up a quick little application that I built here, and I thought I'd demo it for you guys that are trucking company or owners of trucking companies and so on there, just to see if you guys might be interested. And it's not just for trucking companies there. I built a few of these applications there that are email automation applications, and I just thought I'd see here if I thought I'd demo this and see if this looks like something you might be interested in. So basically, this is an email automation application again, and you got a form here you can fill out, and a database behind it that you create of your own, and it will be based off an Excel file. So for me, I have a large database file. Um, right now, like this one that I'm demoing here is just mainly transportation companies, and you can see under here like a company name, phone number, the industry type. So there's trucking industry in here, brokers, and so on. And then you go all the way across here. You got websites and a description of their about page in there as well. Um, and so on. And I've even got their emails listed all here. So if they got multiple emails on their websites, I've got multiple up to 30 emails that I can collect. And which city? Yeah, which city and province. So there's the provinces right there, and the cities and the addresses are over here, as you can see. And the country, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But we get the postal code, so should be fine. And this program recognizes the state and province, so it doesn't matter whether or not it's different country. But basically, I've kind of got it broken down really technical. So if you're a particular type of trucking company, or so on there, I can customize for almost any feature. Whether you're drive-in, reefer, straight truck, and I can upgrade this the program that we're to meet your needs in any way, shape, or form, and so on. So basically, if I find out a trucking company is a drive-in carrier or so on there, it'll list it under its header. So drive-ins are all here, and you get the count down here. So 6,192. Here's the reefer trucking companies listed here, and then you get straight truck, flatbed, and step deck here. So this is pretty much my database here of all my trucking companies and how many counts I got for each one. And these are all the emails listed under here. So when you see a count, it's their, oh no, it's not their emails on this one. Actually, they're the emails that are over under the email columns. But these are just basically to let you know what type of trucking company they are, and their emails will be listed over here, as you can see under email 1, email 2, and so on. So under here I got 5,805 emails, under here 1,200. So that's the second email of the same company, and so on. And each row is a company. So that gives you a gist. And I've also got freight brokers listed, um, all under here if they're a freight broker. So I got 12,277. So I got a lot of little things, to intermodal as well, um, and whether they got heat or if they're in bond and so on. It's not a perfect database yet, to be honest. I'm still trying to nail down some things here. I don't believe that this is accurate. Parcel may be accurate, but and container definitely is not accurate. Um, and it's just because of the way my program worked when it was scraping details or getting details from these companies or whatever they're out of the website. Sometimes the word container is used in the code, so that's why it doesn't come out properly. And so anyways, yeah, that's basically it. So I just thought I'd kind of demo this database for you, so you know how it looks, and I'll just show you how many rows of data there are. There are 62,745 rows of data, it looks like. As you can see here, yeah, 62,745. So that's how much big my database is. So I just thought I'd show you this whole program is based off my database. Now if you have a database of some kind there, you can kind of modify your database to work with this and so on there. You can have your company name there. All you need is just to have these headers in the exact, not in the exact order, just needs to have the header name exactly the same. So if you have address, you got to have it whether it's capitalized or not there, it's got to be exactly the same casing in there. If one letter is capitalized, then you have to have that capital C and so on in there. You can see in city. And that's basically it. So, let's look at this whole form here now. Starting with the top there, it says fill out your name. So let's put in my name, Corey, and then the company name. I'm presently working as a freight broker now with Borelli Global. So I'll put in my company I work for, and then I'll put in my phone number, and then here's my email. Okay, now you got a signature image if you got one. You can select it. So I'll put that in there. So that'll all go in email under when I show you here. So it's going to drop an email for you, this thing. It'll drop not only an email, but it will show you the customers that are available for the particular area, and it will send off to those customers. So you're going to put in whatever type of trailer or vehicle you have available in the list, and then you will put in there whether you want to exclude freight brokers, yes or no. So right now we're going to say no, and I'll show you how that works. Now the origin city, let's say it's Toronto, because we're based out of Toronto. And we'll put in the province here. So we're putting in Ontario. And then we'll put in a destination province. Let's say Edmonton, Alberta. Okay, so the way the script works is that it's going to look at your database of customers, okay? And basically it's going to assess where your customers are, like, which ones have the province Ontario registered with them. So the emails will all be sent based on this this province here. Okay, if you are looking for outside of the province or to include more provinces, we have another option here where it's called search type. So you can search by exclusively the state or province of origin, or you can search by the continental zones like DAT has listed, where you can see in the image here the zones, and they're all color coded in a way, and you even got instructions here what's in what zone and so on. Zone 0 is got Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Vermont. Okay, so if you want to know which zone your province or state is in, then just basically refer to here, and you'll see Ontario and Quebec are together, so we got that as our origin and so on there. So it will search for all the emails listed in that database file that have their a state or province listed as a zone, okay, in that zone, either Ontario or Quebec. So you can see the count of emails based on, right now we got it selected as state, so that means that it will only look in Ontario only. It won't look in the zone, which means that it would, Ontario's in the Central Canada zone, which is ZC, and that would include Quebec if it was in the, if we selected continental zones, and that should increase the amount of emails. So right now it's just Ontario only, and you can see the email count is 2,463. Now let's see if we go to the zone, it should increase the number count. So we just click the zone, so there it is right there, 3,582. So we've just upped the amount of emails that we're going to send up to up by about 1,000. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at pickup date range. Okay, so your pickup date, it has a calendar, okay, and Monday is when you're probably going to start your week, and you're going to do your pickup date availability Monday, Tuesday, most likely, and then you're going to list what attributes you have, whether you're a lift gate, you got hazmat insurance, you got heat or an oversized permit, or if you got a team, or if you're a bonded carrier, you got the option to say Canada, USA, or both. So I'll say Canada, and then you've also got an option to display your emails before sending, and how long you want to see it for. So that's 10 seconds. And then you've also got this idea of like if you want to send out all of these emails, 3,500 on a delay where they're on one at a time, which I don't really recommend anymore. But you can set the minutes right here, and the seconds are over here, and they're sent individually. But my preference is to send them all on at once together in one email on the BCC line. So that's how that's going to do that. Is going to put all the emails on the BCC line of all your companies and customers that you have listed here. Okay, so if you look here, you got an option to save all the inputs. Okay, so if I click save inputs, I can select the previous inputs and so on that I put in. And you can see here at the bottom, I put in this Toronto to Edmonton, Alberta right here. Okay, so that would select that. So if I select it off, which doesn't, none of these are going to work actually there because they're not supposed to be there. But I want to just show you here. If I go through, I can delete these one by one. You gotta make, it's got a warning as well there, and so on. And you can just come back and select, and then you're good to go. And it'll pop up everything. Look at that right now there. It's popping it up. And the reason why I said that is because there was a little bit of a delay in terms of the movement of the mouse and everything there. So that's basically how that works. This, so you can save your inputs, and you can, instead of having to type this all out again, you might just want to, change this and this, or you might want to change the origin only, or you might want to leave it blank, so because you don't know where you're going, you can just say, hey, I don't want to show anybody anywhere where I'm going, because I can go anywhere, right? And you can leave that blank. Okay, and here's how it's going to look here in the email. So I'll just show you here. Whoop. So every time I do this, it shows, it does a new count, or it does a calculation in some sense. Okay, so I'll do a preview email. So I'll display the email now. So this is how the email looks. So it says trucking availability. So this is the email you're going to send to your customers. Here's the company name and the origin. And so you're going to say, dear freight broker or customer, we at Borelli Global have available capacity for the following: Toronto, Ontario, destination any. Availability date range, invalid, start date must be before the end date. So then I got to update that. Okay, so full truckload, dry van, attributes, liftgate, and so on. Please contact us. So this is a good way to tell how your email is going to look. So let's not save changes. Let's look at the start date again here. So we have the 31st. So what we want to do, I think we got to go back to here and then update here, because so I think what happened was the dates got when I selected. So let's see here. What's the date today? The date today is the 29th. So let's go to the 29th. No, 30. Yeah, the 30th. And we're going to go to the 1st. Okay, so now that should be correct. So that's, nope, that's not correct actually there. That is April 30th, so that's not correct. So we're looking at March here. So we are going to do March 2nd and March 3rd. So this should be March 3rd. Is that correct here? Let's make sure here again. No, that can't be right. 2025, April. Let's put it to March here just to make sure. And yeah, so I don't know why that did that. So we're gonna, so basically let's go back here. So that's pretty much it. So, oh no, that's not it. There, it keeps on putting it to April. So you gotta be careful here a little bit. So it should be, okay, this is March 30th, 31st. Oh, this is 2029. So you gotta be, there's something there that is a little glitchy here. But yeah, that's, I can fix that there if that's not correct or whatever there. But I think there's something else there. But anyways, yeah, so that's basically it. So that should now update the date. Now let's go to preview email again. All right, so there's your date. March 31st, 2025 to Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. And you got load size is full truckload. So I didn't show you that on the front end, so I'll show that. Here's your trailer type, dry van, and then whatever we selected for check marks, right? On the attributes, liftgate. If we have a liftgate, hazmat, team, oversize, want to carrier, please contact us with any loads that match our availability. Best regards. And look what it did. Okay, so it put in my name, company name, phone number, and I didn't put in the full email, I think, here, so I gotta double check that right now. And then there's my signature right there. So let's see here. Did we put in our full email address? No, we didn't. So there it goes, right there. So that's fine. That worked fine, and that's it there. So the emails to send now and the companies. Now here's the thing, okay? Let's say the reason why the companies are so much larger is because I didn't grab every email for every company listed in my database. And my database has got a lot of duplication, so there might be the same company in there, but I have set up some protocols in this program not to send emails to duplicate emails. So if you have in there 3,582 in your database or whatever, if you have a second email that's a duplicate email, this program would axe that out of the count. It would not send to it. And I can demonstrate that by showing you, okay, well, we got the email selected here now. We can export them to a file, and we can export the companies as well to a file with all their data in it. So you can kind of hone in what emails you're sending to and to who. And also you got down here a log to show you what emails were sent, how many were sent, when they were sent, how many successfully sent, what didn't send, and so on. So here we go. So we're going to check out export emails. And I'm just going to put in there one export. I'll call it that. And then we'll check out the file here. So basically, here's your one export right here, which is this. So this is the list right here. So there are supposed to be 3,500 or so. There they are right there. Now I can tell you, like, so you select them all, okay? There's this option here to check for duplicate values, okay? It'll highlight them in red or something like that. So if there is a duplicate value, you will see it highlighted, which it's not. There's no duplicate values. So that tells you right there that there's no duplicate emails. And this also is case sensitive as well, so it will catch any emails that have different cases, but they're the same character. Okay, so that's that. And now the export company. So this one is a bigger file. It'll have 33,801 rows. And I'll do that. So I'll just do filtered companies. I'll just save it as that for now. Okay, so we'll go back here. And filtered companies. Oh. Excel cannot open the filtered company because the file format or extension is not valid. Verify the file. Okay, let's see here for a second here. Something might have. Oh, it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to go back. It's funny that I always do a demo and then it doesn't work when I want to do the demo. But anyways, unless actually, I think what's going on here is that because the file's so big, it's actually still processing because it looks like it's still processing this. So let's wait a minute here and see. And you know what? We'll shrink this down for now. And then let's see if this program is processing, because it looks like it actually is processing this file actually right now there. Although it might have froze and so on, which would be funny. So I just built this program and finished it. And, oh, look at that. Look at that. So you see the log down here? So it just updated the log. Okay, so it's a big file actually there. I'm not surprised that it took that long. It's pretty normal in any setting to have a file take that long once how many megabytes here, whatever. There, you got a 30 megabyte Excel file. Normally, none of them are like more than a couple hundred kilobytes, and that's for like 1,000 rows or whatever there, or less, or so. This has got 50 columns of data or more, and so it's not just the rows, it's the columns as well. So this is what makes it so much larger. So look at that. So it worked, and then there's your list of carriers. So this is the continental zone that we selected, obviously, because we got Quebec and Ontario. Should only be Quebec and Ontario companies in there. Obviously, that's all there is. So there you go. So you can send off emails only to those companies. And if you're trying to find more emails for them, you can go over to email column and then start looking. But you also got to keep note that some of these are duplicate companies and so on. So you gotta also pay attention to that as well. So that's the only downside when you're looking, is that some of these will have the same company and website, phone number might be the same here, or it might be different. It all depends, and the address might be different or something like that. So that's another little thing, and I got these on different queries on Google Maps and so on. Yeah. So basically, I kind of erased all of the duplicate emails for just each province, one per province, so that if there was one, in another state, I would have it there listed. But there, look at that, even got bus charters in here. So not every single one is a carrier, and so on. But there's a large amount or whatever. There's trucking companies here, warehouses. You've even got transportation service and so on. So that's the other thing there, is that you can watch out for brokerages. That's why I put on the front, and I got it listed over here if you're a broker or not. If we found it, then you were listed all the way through. And I know it's not 100%, but I mean, hey, it only took me a couple hours of, well, I shouldn't say that actually. This took me months to figure it all out. But once I figured it all out, how to build, then it started getting easier. But that's basically that. And you can, okay, let's exit now, and let's go back to the front end. So you can select exclude freight brokerages. So if you say yes, look at that number there, 3,582. Now this number should lower. If you, look at that. So it got rid of all the freight brokerages listed. You got your continental zone listed down to a state. So there's like 1,000 less. Okay, so if you're trying to find, so everything seems to be working on the front end. I never had just a little bit of a delay here, it looks like. But if you're just trying to find or send out emails automatically to customers based on this criteria, you can instantly do it, and it will create an email for you right away. Then that way you don't have to spend a lot of time, sitting there writing up an email, and then who's your list of customers or whatever there. It's already there. You got your attributes already there. Your origin is already listed, and your destination, it doesn't matter. And you can, so it just makes life a lot easier, I think, to have a program like this. Then, and you can kind of, rebuild your database, modify it, figure out what emails you're sending to as well. And there's so many more customizations we can add if you wanted me to help you out with this. It uses Microsoft Outlook right now, as you can see, but this can easily integrate into Gmail or any email service. I'm pretty confident there. That I haven't done any other ones, but I mean, Gmail and Outlook are pretty easy. It should be pretty easy to do this with any other service, and yeah, you get all these little features, whatever there. You don't have to type anymore almost there. It's barely any typing at all there. So the typing you'd have to do, you could even save these. Once you save them, there's no more typing. It's just click, 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 maybe fill out the origin city, the province, the destination city, maybe. If not, just leave it blank, and then just click, 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 because you can click this around. You don't have to type, and then you got your full truckload, less than truckload right there. That's your full truckload, as you can see under load size, and then your attributes are all listed down here. So it's just tap, 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 and you can click here for your minutes or seconds, your BCC line emails, whether you're bonded or not, and then everything else is tap. And then you can see down here, it will show you the export, or not the export, the sending as well there. It will put in a log there whether you sent out emails and so on. But I don't want to send out any emails there. That's why I just showed you the preview feature, because if I start sending out emails, then people are going to get mad. I don't want to send out fake emails right now. But yeah, this is it. This is I guess I took about 26 minutes or so to demo this thing and to give you an idea of what you can do for responding to your customers. And you once you do this once, I'm pretty sure that it shouldn't be hard. You can resend as well once you got your inputs already there, right? You don't ever have to worry about having to retype out everything. All the inputs are already in there. You might only have to come in here and just change this and this, which is your origin city and or origin province or so, where you're going to pick up your load, and your date, I guess you could say there. But it's should be pretty simple, pretty easy, and less stress about trying to go through your database and finding all this stuff, because it's all connected to this thing right here, and your email is all integrated with it too. So it just saves a lot of time, makes it more streamlined, and you don't have to think of how to write up a stupid email too as well. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm gonna throw this up on YouTube there. If you guys want to give it a like there, I got a new YouTube channel up online. It's called Overnight Software Developer, and that's because I became an overnight software developer last year. So I'd like you to give a like and subscribe, and if you have an interest, just give me a contact. Okay, talk to you later. Bye now.